All right, man. Torture Talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. This is the 6 o'clock show. You know what it is, man. Look, man. Look, man. Look, man. I've been trying to get this thing right. I finally kind of think I got it right. But today I'm going to be talking about the Billboard. Did they snub Kendrick Lamar for Song of the Summer? You know what I'm saying? And there's a couple of things I want to speak on when it comes to Post Malone. For some reason. Did they snub Kendrick Lamar, Billboard? So we're going to get into that, man. Before I get into that, you know I got to get my spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If not subscribed, let me work for your subscription today. All the single, beautiful, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content that's absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, links will be on the screen. Cash App, PayPal is in the description. They call me the hidden gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers to almost 10,000. I should be at 10,000 before the week is out. I'm trying to get to 1 million before the year is out. You know what I'm saying? We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. And let me know where you from too, man. I would like to know where you're from. All right, look, man. This is coming courtesy of the company, man. I like his videos. All right, so we're going to get into it, man. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, so let's get it. You know, I ain't got my sound effects. You know, that's the horn. So let's go.
And then yesterday, Billboard announced officially the song of the summer. The song of the summer. Now, you know, there's a lot of songs on the charts that are having a lot of success in a lot of different genres. I think Not Like Us is the song of the planet. And I say that because of how it's transcended in, you know, different.
I 100% agree. Again, I don't know how these people be missing the mark, and I think they be doing this on purpose, and I'll explain why in a second. But they be doing this on purpose to me. You know what I'm saying? And we all know why they're doing this. We all know why. And I'll explain that in a few minutes. But let us keep going. He's going to go through it. Let's go, company, man.
Cultures, different regions, how it's moved into a statement of pride for sports teams or colleges. The sheer quotability of that song and the virality of it and all the records it continues to break in hip-hop. But Billboard had other ideas. Billboard crowns Post Malone and Morgan Wallen's I Had Some Help as the song of the summer.
Okay. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And I hate to do this. I hate to do this. But it's true. It's true. When it comes to, even though hip hop is still the biggest genre in the world, for some reason, we get what they call, how would I say this? Selective respect. You know what I'm saying? We get selective respect. And what I mean by that is, they'll give us all of these awards and all of these things that really don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things, but we never get album of the year. We never get in totality song of the summer when we definitely deserve it. Now I'm not saying that because I'm sure that there were other songs of the summer hip hop, but for some reason it seems like we get snubbed at a lot of things when it comes to the overall arc of things. So for example, Post Malone and Morgan Webb. How is this song of the summer? I never heard this song. Maybe I'm in a bubble. I don't know. But I listen to a lot of music. And I never heard the song. So how is it song of the summer? And yes, I'm putting it on me because I am one of those reactors and I'm a creator who listens to everything. And I never heard this song. And if I did, it was in passing. It wasn't something that was like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they keep these songs on the charts. Billboard keep these songs on the charts, and then they claim these songs as some of the best or number one or whatever. But let's keep it going.
It's the song of the summer, guys. It's the song of the summer. I don't know if I got a boo over here. Let's see. Well, that's what I got. We'll do that again. Because it's got to be a joke. Now, okay, let's put this in context. This isn't an opinion-based metric here. They base this purely off of chart performance. So let's look at the article. Post Malone had some help. I had some help featuring Morgan Wallen rules as the number one title on Billboard's Song of the Summer chart for 2024. The song claims the title after leading the weekly chart all 14 weeks this season. The 20-position Songs of the Summer running tally tracks the most popular title based on cumulative performance on the weekly streaming airplay and sales-based Billboard Hot 100 chart from Memorial Day through Labor Day, this year encompassing charts dated June 8th through September 7th. So what that...
Okay, so that song came out a month before Not Like Us, I believe, or 2 months is what he's saying. Now, what bothers me about this is they going off of their metrics of what they believe the song of the summer is. But I can tell you that they're not polling everybody. They're polling who would section, whatever section that they are polling. They're not polling everyone. Because if they polled everyone in its totality, then it probably would most likely not be Morgan Webb and this guy, Post Malone. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it going.
Is the June 8th chart encompasses chart performance starting on June 3rd, right? So it's literally just the summer. It's Memorial Day to Labor Day. That's literally what they're considering. Not Like Us, for example, that song came out on Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is when that dropped. So it already had a month of chart performance that wasn't considered for this song of the summer.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Not Like Us came out a month before these and it had it already had without that wasn't considered. So it came out before the summer. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're saying. Which is kind of retarded because if Not Like Us is still running in the summer, you know what I mean? It should be number one. Not Like Us should be number one. I'm sorry. It should be number one. In fact, I'm not sorry. Not Like Us should be fucking number one, man. That's it. It should be number one. It shouldn't be nothing else. Definitely not no Post Malone and Morgan Webb. No. Sorry. Not Like Us should be number one. And y'all botched that. I don't care what y'all say. Well, we were going off. I don't care. It still should be number one, even if y'all was going off of those. That song had much more of an impact than these two.
Report. Notably, a country song tops the season-ending Songs of the Summer chart for the second consecutive year, as Wallen's Last Night finished first for 2023. Prior to the past 2 years, the genre hadn't won the crown since John Denver's Annie song led in 1974, as qualified by titles to reach the top 10 on Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart. All right, so Shaboozie's A Bar Song Tipsy places at number 2 on the season wrapping Songs of the Summer chart, as country titles take the top 2 spots for a second straight total year. In 2023, Luke Combs' Fast Car finished as the runner-up. So,
and I will say this. Hip-hop and country has been going back and forth for a long time. Now people have fused country and hip-hop together. Shaboozey is definitely country and hip-hop because he used to be a rapper, I believe. So they infused it in together. But if you look at the top 10, there's no other hip-hop song in the top 10 besides Kendrick Lamar. So that speaks to a bigger picture of what's happening in hip-hop right now. Because hip-hop used to dominate all the charts. And now it's kind of like it's not. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's kind of like it's not. It's not. And I'm gonna explain why that is in a second, but let's keep it going.
Shabuzi's A Bar Song Tipsy takes Jaquan's Tipsy and makes a country song out of it. It's a country song, but there's some hip hop in there. There's a little rap in there for you. You know what I mean? And I think that's also a testament to how far country has gone. They will let a country star use a rap song and call it country now. They will do that. That wasn't the case with Lil Nas X. It was a fight for Willie Jones just a few years ago. And now, openly calling it country. So maybe that's even progress there. And then there's a rundown of the songs of the summer chart for charts top 10 for 2024. Number 1, I Had Some Help, Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen. Number 2, A Bar Song, Tipsy, Shabuzi. Number 3, Not Like Us. So Kendrick was number 3.
All right, so here's my thing, right? If you're considering, if Kendrick Lamar is Not Like Us, it's not Song of the Summer. But you went from certain dates to certain dates, and Not Like Us came out before that, then why even include it? Because if you're going to include it, it should be Song of the Summer. It shouldn't matter when it came out because you included it. So why even include it if it's not Song of the Summer? That's all I'm saying.
4, Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. Number 5, $1 Million Baby, Tommy Richmond. I love that song. I love that song so much. You guys should see me in the gym when $1 Million Baby comes on. Number 6, Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter. She's the only person with 2. Number 7, Too Sweet, Hosier. Number 8, Lose Control, Teddy Swims. I'm a big Teddy Swims fan too. I like his sound. Number 9, Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Number 10, Beautiful Things, Benson Boone. Capping.
All right, so this is all I'm gonna say. If this is your top 10 songs of the summer, right? I only heard 2 of them. With 3, $1 Million Baby, Shabuzi, and Not Like Us. All the rest of these songs I never heard. And that speaks to why people have an issue with Billboard and the Grammys and all these award shows. Because they do this all the time. They do this all the time. I don't know if it's them. I don't know if people pay for these slots. I don't know. But they do this all the time. And this is what people have a problem with. And I'm going to go into a little deep dive. I'm going to explain why people have a problem with this. But let's keep it going.
Her Buzzy Summer, Sabrina Carpenter is the only act with 2 tracks in the summer Songs of the Summer top 10 for 2024. Espresso at number 4 and Please, Please, Please at number 6. Last year, 2 artists each doubled up, Taylor Swift with Cruel Summer and Karma featuring Ice Spice and SZA with Snooze and Kill Bill. Now, here's some more details on the chart. Harry Styles clinched the season-ending number 1 in 2022. Here's some metadata. They go back in history. DaBaby's Rockstar was 2021. That was the song of the summer that year. In 2020, that was the song of the summer that year. Now, check out the top 10 summer songs every year throughout Hot 100's history, starting in 1958. Now, what I think is most interesting about this article is they talk about the number 1 song, they talk about the number 2 song, and then they talk about the number 4 song. They don't.
Yeah, and see, that's what I mean. This is what I mean. Like, people always saying that. I'm always trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, especially when it comes to these companies, which I shouldn't, but I'll be doing that. And a lot of people be saying that these companies are racist. A lot of people be throwing that around, that these companies, they do these different things, they do sneaky things. And I'd be like, well, how do you can't prove that? How you do? But here is a perfect example of what people be talking about. And I'm always the guy who's trying to defend it. But I can't defend this one. Here's the perfect example of what people be talking about. You were saying that the Grammys or the Billboard or whatever is not racist, or they're not looking at it from a lens of black and white or whatever. But the thing is, if hip hop is the biggest genre, right? How is it that hip hop artists don't get album of the year. When was the last time you heard hip hop artists not and again, I don't want to go too deep because I'm gonna speak on it all at the end, but let the company man finish his thing, and we're gonna get into it.
About the number 3 song, which I would argue culturally is bigger than all these songs. And I'm not just talking about one particular culture. The way Not Like Us has crossed over is something special. But they don't even really make mention that Not Like Us is on here. And perhaps this is something we have to look towards as we move into award season. Now, there's a lot of people who feel like this song is a bad song because of what it's about. They don't like the fact that it's talking about Drake in that way, and the fact that there's reference to a PDF file in a song this big turns a lot of people off. Now, I'm not saying...
No, I understand exactly what he's saying. I do. And this ain't company man's fault. I'm just saying. But, hey, all fair in love and war. You decide to engage. He warned you. Don't make me turn you into a song. And guess what? I think a lot of people, they like the song, but a lot of people don't even pay attention about what he's saying in the song. A good portion of people just like the song. They don't really know exactly what he's talking about. But at the same time, there are a lot of people, like you say, that do feel some type of way about this song. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they don't want to make light of it because UMG and all these people, they invested into Drake is a movement to some people. He has a invested interest in them, and they get paid good money from his appearance, streams, or whatever you want to call it. His company, his record label pays, and his whoever he's licensed out to, they pay for this. So it could be that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't mention it. And plus, I'm sure if they didn't mention it, I'm sure that they sat around the table and decided not to mention it. You just don't skip over that song. That song is too big for you to skip over. It's skip over. It's kind of like Blinding Lights, right? Blinding Lights was one of the biggest, actually is the biggest record of all time. Believe it or not. Blinding Lights is the biggest record of all time, right? And I know y'all probably looking like, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Look it up. It's the biggest record of all time. Most streamed record ever, right? For After Hours, Weeknd didn't even get nominated for no Grammys. And that's what I mean. So it's crazy. It's crazy. But let's keep it going.
This is why Billboard decided not to mention the number 3 song. I'm not saying that they skip from they go from 1 to 4. Now, they could have gone to 4 because they're making a point that Sabrina Carpenter has 2 tracks. All good. That's fine. You know what I mean? But, there's a lot of people who are critical because of that part of the content of that song. They think it's horrible that a song this big can call someone a PDF file. I look at it as a catchy tune that teaches kids Reconstruction era history and the type of people to stay away from. But
that is an excellent way of putting it. I wish I could give you a round of applause, brother, but that is an excellent way of putting it. I don't know if you came with that on the fly, but that was an excellent way of putting it.
Have our perspectives. Life is about perspective, right? But at the same time, Not Like Us continues to break records. I mean, it currently is the fastest rap song to 100 million on Spotify, fastest rap song to 200 million, fastest rap song to 300 million, fastest rap song to 400 million, fastest rap song to 500 million, fastest rap song to 600 million, fastest rap song to 700 million, and we just started marching band season. I think it's fair to say it's going to be the fastest rap song to 1 billion streams. I think that's definitely on the table, 100%. It's also been certified 5 times platinum since Cinco de Mayo. So this song...
Again, this is exactly what I'm saying. What is Billboard? Who are Billboard doing these polls with, or whatever? How is their metrics calculated? Because if they're not calculating everything, then how can you say that this song isn't Song of the Summer? This is what I don't understand.
Is it going anywhere? I don't think this song is going anywhere. But looking towards award season, are the American Music Awards going to have a different angle on this song because of the content of the lyrics, at least the first half? Is the Grammys going to do the same thing, particularly Song of the Year and Record of the Year, right? Because that's where you go up against the biggest people in every genre. Not Like Us will be up against Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. It'll be up against Sabrina Carpenter. Will that skew, particularly the Recording Academy governing body? I don't have the answers to these questions. Only time will tell. But that is the update on the Song of the Summer. Song of the Summer goes to a country singer and a culture vulture. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. My name is Justin Hunt. Like, subscribe to the channel. Follow at The Company Man on everything. It's all happening.
Damn, that nigga said Song of the Summer goes to a country singer and a culture vulture. All right, so let me speak on this real quick. This is the 6 o'clock show, if just to remind you. So here's my issue with these award shows, and I'm just gonna keep it 100. I ain't going to try to candy coat anything like that. And it's, I hate to do it this way, but it has to be done. Drake is Jewish. Let's just put that out there. He's Jewish. He stands mostly on the Jewish side of the community. Who runs the music industry? Who runs all these different entities, these different companies? Jewish people, mostly Jewish people. Now, you might have some people who are in position. They might be black. It could be the token black guy. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, Jewish people run these record labels. They run these things. They have the money to run these things. They run it all, right? They run Hollywood. They run the music industry. Let's be clear here. Kendrick Lamar, the only reason why they have that song running and they not really caring is because it's making them money. Because if that song wasn't really making them money, he would be blackballed. That song would not be played. If it wasn't as big as it is, if it was just a regular record, trust and believe they would have blackballed that song. But they making money off of him saying these nefarious things, which could be true, allegations, whatever. We're not speaking on that, but they're making money off of this. This is how you know they don't really care about Drake. They just care about making money. Now, and at the same time, they don't want this song to be rewarded because there are some things in this song that reveal some things about their community that they don't want people to know about. You know what I'm saying? He said that. He said in Meet the Grams. You know what I'm saying? There's some being in this game. There's some weird stuff going on, and they know this, and we all know this. We just don't call them out on it, but we know that there's some weird things going on. You know what I'm saying? We know, but the Grammys, the Billboard, Country Music Awards, Hot 100s, all these different things, they will never want to see this type of song be number one. Because, again, that opens up everybody for scrutiny. Now, you get some people who just listen to the song and they just listen to it just because it's a hot tune. Or, hot tune, I didn't even say that. That's kind of trash. A very hot song. You know what I'm saying? Hot tune. You get people who listen to the song and they really believe that, you know, this song is what it is. Then you have people who listen to the song and they listen to the words. Now, I believe that the Grammys is going to make this song number one, or not number one, but he's gonna get Grammys for this song. This is gonna be the hottest song. Number one, because Grammys cater towards more hip hop, and Drake and the Grammys don't really get along like that. So this is like a kind of a slap in Drake's face for him and everything, whatever. But they don't really he don't really rock with the Grammys. That's why he said, oh, Kendrick is talking again. Somebody give him another Grammy and all this good stuff, right? So that's what it is. But as far as the Billboard and him being Hot 100 and Post Malone, I have to say this, man. Post Malone been a culture vulture. He's been a guy. I never liked Post Malone. Never. Me, I thought he was a little bit cool, but I never liked him because I always looked at him as an ass kisser. Every time I turn around, I see him giving a rapper a gift, and then oh yeah, I always seen him as an ass kisser. Always. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely believe that he used the hip hop culture, the genre, to get to where he need to be now. It could be a great strategy. But see, us as hip hop artists and us as hip hop, the gatekeepers of hip hop, we shouldn't allow that. Just like with country music, they wasn't allowing hip hop artists to just jump into their genre. But we just allow anybody to come in. You know what I'm saying? And that shouldn't be cool. Us as fans, Post Malone should never get no spins if he did something like that to hip hop. Never. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking at it. But it's always been this thing when it comes to black artists. Black artists, for the most part, never get #1 album of the year. They might get hip hop album of the year, and they created all these subgenres to make us happy. They didn't make us. They didn't make give us album of the year. I believe the last hip hop album of the year was Lauryn Hill, and that was album of the year was Lauryn Hill, I believe, or in Aquemini. Those are the ones that I could remember. Outside of that, there was no black artist that was album of the year. They got hip hop album of the year, but they didn't get, well, I would say hip hop artists. I don't know about R&B artists. Maybe Beyonce may have gotten it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then you do have that too, where they give a lot of awards to people just to please people. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when Macklemore won hip hop album of the year, I believe he won hip hop album of the year over Good Kid, Mad City. That was bullshit. Because even Macklemore knew that that album wasn't better than his album. You know what I'm saying? His album wasn't better than Good Kid, Mad City. Even he knew that. Even he said that. He said he didn't deserve it. And then the next year, what did they do? They gave Kendrick to Pimp a Butterfly, which deserved it. But that deserved album of the year, and it didn't get album of the year. And this is what I mean. They create these different, you can get hip hop album of the year, but you ain't gonna get album of the year. Why can't I have album of the year? Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, that should have had album of the year. It got hip hop album of the year. I think Kendrick got hip hop album of the year every time he dropped, but he never got album of the year. Why is that? Some of these artists that won album of the year, the albums wasn't even good, and on top of that, they wasn't even known. I think Eminem spoke about this on Sway and Tech. He said, "I'm good on the Grammys because this is what they do. You never see this." But I just had to put that out there. All right, man. See y'all in the morning. Y'all have a good night, man. Love y'all. Make sure y'all get some good dinner, man. My girl's hitting me up right now. All right, man. See y'all. Peace. Bye.